Welcome to Blood Sugar Squad, your go-to channel for simple, actionable tips to manage diabetes and live your best life. You go to bed feeling fine, then suddenly you're awake at 2 in the morning. Maybe you're making your third trip to the bathroom. Maybe your mouth feels like sandpaper. Maybe your feet are tingling, burning, or aching for no obvious reason. Or maybe you wake up exhausted despite getting what should have been a full night's sleep. Nighttime is often when diabetes becomes impossible to ignore. In fact, some of the most important warning signs of high blood sugar happen while you're asleep, and many people never realize their blood sugar is the reason. Today, we're going to break down the most common nighttime warning signs that your blood sugar may be running too high, explain why they happen, and show you what you can do about them. Segment 1, the midnight run. Let's start with the most common nighttime symptom, frequent urination. And to be clear, we're talking about people who are not taking medications like Jardiance, Farxiga, or Invokana, since those medications intentionally cause your body to remove extra glucose through urine. Getting up once during the night to use the bathroom is common, especially as we get older. But if you're waking up 3, 4, or even 5 times every night, that's a different story. Doctors call this nocturia, and high blood sugar is one possible cause. When blood sugar rises high enough, your kidneys begin filtering excess glucose into your urine. That glucose acts almost like a sponge, pulling water with it as it leaves your body. The result is simple: more urine, a fuller bladder, and repeated trips to the bathroom throughout the night. That often creates a second symptom at the same time: intense thirst. If you're waking up with a dry mouth, drinking large amounts of water overnight, or feeling like you can never quite catch up on fluids, high blood sugar may be the culprit. These aren't just annoying sleep interruptions. They're clues that your blood sugar deserves a closer look. Segment 2, sweating, dreams, and morning headaches. Now let's talk about one of the more frightening nighttime symptoms: waking up sweaty, shaky, or disoriented. This is where things become a little more complicated, because night sweats are actually much more commonly associated with low blood sugar than high blood sugar. If you take insulin or medications that stimulate insulin release, such as glipizide or glyburide, your blood sugar can sometimes drop too low while you're sleeping. This is called nocturnal hypoglycemia, and symptoms can include sweating, vivid dreams, nightmares, a racing heart, confusion, or waking up with intense anxiety for no obvious reason. Some people sleep through the episode entirely and only notice clues the next morning. You may wake up with a headache, feel unusually tired despite sleeping all night, or discover that your sheets are soaked with sweat. Sometimes a spouse notices first because of tossing and turning, talking in your sleep, or excessive sweating during the night. If this sounds familiar, check your blood sugar during one of these episodes if possible. And if nighttime lows are happening regularly, it may be time to discuss medication adjustments with your doctor. Segment 3, burning feet, restless legs, and sleep apnea. Another nighttime warning sign can show up in your feet and legs. Burning, tingling, pins and needles, or pain that seems to become much worse after the lights go out, can all be symptoms of diabetic neuropathy, which is nerve damage caused by prolonged high blood sugar exposure. Many people ask why neuropathy always seems worse at night. Part of the answer is surprisingly simple. During the day, your brain is distracted by work, television, errands, conversations, and movement. At night, those distractions disappear, and your brain becomes much more aware of pain signals coming from damaged nerves. Some people describe the sensation as burning feet. Others describe electric shocks, stabbing pain, or the feeling that insects are crawling across their skin. Restless leg syndrome is also more common among people with diabetes and can create an overwhelming urge to move your legs just as you're trying to fall asleep. There is another sleep problem worth mentioning here: sleep apnea. People with type 2 diabetes have significantly higher rates of obstructive sleep apnea, a condition where breathing repeatedly stops and starts throughout the night. Symptoms include loud snoring, gasping during sleep, morning headaches, and overwhelming daytime fatigue. Unfortunately, poor sleep can make blood sugar harder to control, creating a frustrating cycle that feeds itself. Segment 4, the morning clue most people miss. There is one nighttime blood sugar clue that many people never connect to diabetes: waking up with unexpectedly high glucose levels despite not eating anything overnight. This can happen because of something called the dawn phenomenon. In the early morning hours, your body releases hormones such as cortisol and growth hormone to help prepare you to wake up and start the day. Those hormones signal your liver to release stored glucose into your bloodstream. For people without diabetes, insulin quickly handles that extra glucose. But in people with diabetes, blood sugar can rise significantly before breakfast ever begins. If your fasting numbers are consistently higher than expected, your overnight blood sugar patterns may be telling an important story. This is where continuous glucose monitors can be incredibly useful. They allow you to see exactly what your blood sugar was doing while you slept, turning what used to be a mystery into useful information you can actually act on. Segment 5. What to do about it. First, treat these symptoms as clues, not inconveniences. One restless night doesn't necessarily mean your diabetes is out of control, but when you're waking up with the same problems night after night, it's time to start paying attention. Check your blood sugar during one of these episodes if it's practical and safe to do so, and write down when the symptoms occur. A simple diabetes logbook makes it much easier to spot patterns over time. Keeping track of your symptoms alongside your blood sugar readings gives you and your healthcare provider a much clearer picture than trying to remember a few isolated nights weeks later. Second, take an honest look at your evening routine. What you do in the hours before bed can have a major impact on your overnight blood sugar. Large evening meals, late-night snacks that are high in carbohydrates, alcohol, or even being less active can all contribute to higher glucose levels overnight. Stay well hydrated throughout the day, but try to avoid drinking large amounts of fluid right before bedtime unless you're genuinely thirsty. Small changes in your evening habits can sometimes make a noticeable difference in both your blood sugar and the quality of your sleep. Third, pay close attention to your medications, but don't make changes on your own. If you take insulin or medications that can cause low blood sugar, recurring nighttime symptoms may mean that the timing or dose needs to be adjusted. For some people, a small bedtime snack may help prevent overnight lows, while for others, it could actually worsen morning blood sugar. That's why it's so important to check your blood sugar rather than guessing. When it comes to adjustments to your medications, always talk to your doctor. Fourth, protect your sleep as carefully as you protect your blood sugar. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you feeling tired the next day. It increases stress hormones, makes your body more resistant to insulin, and can make blood sugar harder to control. Create a bedroom that supports good sleep by keeping it cool, dark, and quiet, limiting caffeine later in the day, and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule whenever possible. And if you snore heavily, wake up gasping for air, or feel exhausted despite spending enough time in bed, talk with your doctor about being evaluated for sleep apnea. Treating an underlying sleep disorder often improves not only sleep quality, but blood sugar control as well. Finally, remember that these nighttime symptoms are not simply annoyances to be endured. They're your body's way of telling you that something deserves attention. The goal isn't perfect blood sugar every single night. The goal is recognizing these warning signs early, understanding the patterns behind them, and working with your healthcare team to make adjustments before small problems become bigger ones. That's how better nights lead to healthier days. If nighttime symptoms like frequent urination, night sweats, or restless legs are disrupting your sleep, your blood sugar may be the cause. And while medication adjustments and timing matter, what you eat during the day plays a huge role in how stable your blood sugar stays overnight. That is where the Mindful Eating for Diabetes Guide comes in. It is a free, practical toolkit to help you build a healthier relationship with food. Just use the QR code on screen or the link in the description below. Segment 6. Final thoughts. Diabetes doesn't go to sleep just because you do. Frequent urination, intense thirst, burning feet, night sweats, morning headaches, and unexpectedly high fasting glucose can all be messages from your body that something needs attention. The good news is that these symptoms are not random. They're clues. And the sooner you recognize those clues, the sooner you can work with your healthcare team to improve both your sleep and your blood sugar control. Have you experienced any nighttime warning signs related to diabetes? Comment below and please share this video with someone who might be missing these important warning signs. Until next time, stay strong, stay sweet, but not too sweet, and keep thriving with the Blood Sugar Squad.